If you're feeling guilty for setting boundaries with your narcissistic parent this holiday season, I want to remind you that you're not alone. Narcissistic parents will guilt trip you so that you change your mind about your boundaries, and this benefits them because then you're more likely to act on that guilt, not have the boundaries anymore, and they get to restart that cycle of abuse all over again. And this is all too common, especially during the holiday season, because when it's not about them, they have to make it about them. Whether your boundary is full no contact, low contact, gray rock, or tried to set a simple boundary like we're not discussing this topic during the family dinner or whatever, and now you're feeling guilty about it, remember that this is completely normal, and it's a reflection of you being a normal person with empathy who doesn't want other people to be in pain because of you, and not a sign that you made a huge mistake by setting this boundary. Narcissistic parents condition you from your formative years to feel guilty all the time because somebody who feels guilty is easier to control. Something that blew my mind on my healing journey was learning that parents are actually supposed to help their children navigate the difficult emotions that life throws at them rather than cause those emotions in order to use them as a manipulation tactic. So when we're raised by narcissists, we're conditioned to believe the guilt means we're bad, and therefore we have to do whatever we can in order to make the other person happy so we don't feel guilty anymore. And then the guilt goes nowhere, we stay confused, and we don't process and release that guilt so that we can gain clarity because no one taught us how. So here are 5 tips on how to deal with guilt from your narcissistic parent this holiday season. Number 1, remind yourself that you did nothing wrong. Just because you feel guilty, it doesn't mean that you are guilty of committing some sort of heinous, terrible crime. Number 2 is to pause and take 3 deep breaths. There's always power in pausing so that you don't act on your emotions. Number 3 is to journal about how you're feeling guilty for whatever the situation is and just seeing where that takes you. Pen, paper, 20-minute timer, destroy the paper when you're done. Which leads us into step number 4, and just notice what that guilt feels like in your body and let yourself sit with it. And remember that the more that you accept it being there, as horrible as it feels, the faster it's going to go away, because if you keep pushing it down, nothing changes. And step number 5, once you've sat with that guilt for a few minutes, notice if the intensity is less, which it probably will be, and notice what kind of clarity you gain. You might gain the clarity that this was actually never your guilt to carry. It's actually your parents' guilt to carry because they're the ones who have abused you your entire life, which is what caused you to set the boundary to begin with. And remember, healing is not an overnight process. Just because you journal about this once, it doesn't mean you're gonna never feel guilty again in your life. This is something you want to continue doing over a long period of time. So start now. And remember, you're not alone. There's a whole community of people out there who know exactly what you're going through and are going through the same thing. I'd like to invite you to join my exclusive community membership for less than $1 per day, where you can connect with fellow survivors, access my audio courses, resources, and tools, plus get exclusive access to my holiday masterclass for the family scapegoat, so you can gain valuable tools and insights to navigate the holidays this year. And the best part is it's super affordable and you can cancel anytime. Just follow the link in the description to learn more and join today. I hope to see you there.